Hi there, Valerie Shodine here, and welcome to Plan With Me 2021, where I combine the comforts of home with art journaling and planning in my planner journal. In this video, I'm going to paint a cover page for the month in watercolors with my theme, Reawaken the Dream. I'm going to start with a pen here. Then with the 005, okay, I already have some colors out of my palette, so instead of cleaning them off, I want to use many of these and add some sap green. And I'm going to see if I can avoid the white. Now, I haven't gone in with masking fluid yet on one. I may, but I'm gonna try not to do it on this. Okay, so I'm gonna activate my watercolors with water. It's a number 8. I'm using hot press Fabriano 140-pound paper. It's kind of my standard go-to paper. Okay. And I'll drop in a little bit more on this side to match that side, but I think I'm gonna get a little more green on the lower part and maybe some indigo. I don't know, we'll just see as I go. Drop some more in here. Let's get a little darker here. Yeah. Then with a little bit of sap green and, like I said, some indigo. That's quite a bit, but let's see. Watercolor dries lighter than it goes on. And I always have to remind myself because acrylic is just the opposite. And acrylic is my native medium, or the one I am much more experienced with. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of salt here and see, I might be a little late for some of it, but let's see. And then I'll need to let that dry. Okay, I've dried it, and now I'm going to brush the salt off. Put it in my trash can here. And I'm gonna use the number 6 brush and go in with some of this here and some raw umber. So that's burnt sienna, raw umber, and then this is some gold and raw sienna there. And I can darken this tree up if I want, but right now I'm just going to I can hardly see where my lines were drawn, so, which is fine. Now for some sap green. Actually, I'm going to do something else first. I'm going to shade this a little bit with a little bit of the, well, it's tan, but brown, this mixed brown. And a little bit of turquoise. Maybe just a little bit of indigo under the bird. Then I'm going to put some down here. Now I'm going to add some gold. Or I'm going to spatter, but first I'm going to erase my lines. I see where the watercolor, if the watercolor goes over pencil, it does not erase. I'm not sure why that is, but it's just how it is. Okay. Then I'm going to get my brush here and do a little bit of spattering on here. I want to put something underneath this. So let's see. And I'll do some of this gold. I like the sparkle. Okay, now as I look at this, I ask, well, does it need anything? And I think I want to add a little more turquoise, but I will need to wait for the spatters to dry. But right around here, my center focus, I think it needs a little more pizzazz. Okay, I'll let that dry and be right back. So as this is dry, I decided maybe I'm not going to add some turquoise, and I might add just a few white whimsical dots. Maybe some lines here. Okay, it's kind of simple, but I like it. I'm going to call that done, and there's room for my words there. Okay, I have my printed out version of the watercolor that I just did, and I'm going to cut it out and glue it into my journal here for the cover of April. I can choose which one. I've been choosing this. I've kind of gone back and forth, but I think I'll stick with Reawaken the Dream in April. That's what I'm planning to do. I've measured this 5 1/4 inches on each side. So just with my craft knife and my corkback ruler, helps it not to skid. And then cutting it here. Then I have this double-sided tape. And I printed it on both sides. So I'm just gonna line it up right with the washi tape there, and then it fits right in. I love that. Okay, there's that. I'm going to do more over here, but I'm going to wait till I do some of my other pages to determine what I want to put here. To see the rest of the pages for this month and how I make them, watch the April Plan With Me 2021 journal setup. Thank you for joining me for Plan With Me 2021. For more inspiration and information about e-courses, visit my website at valerieshodine.com.